Whoa. Before we get started today, I'm on 6th Street in beautiful Austin, Texas. Because it's Baller Friday. Let's go. I hope that y'all watched. I hope you had opportunity to watch some of the wrestling show today that happened earlier because that's part of Baller Friday. But it's your boy, Uniqo Williams. And this is Friday Night Lights featuring Uniqo Williams. Zelmay, what's good, my man?
We blessed, we looking cute, we looking clean, and we looking sexy. Alpha in the building. Can an alpha please get our Zam? Oh, they missed it. Oh, they missed it. Y'all felt the tingle.
Listen, it's we're gonna jump right into it today. Okay, we're just gonna jump right into it. First of all, let's get the thumbnail out the way. Tom Brady finally calls it quits, or Giselle finally called it quits, or they've been working on this for a while. Finally, it's over with. Giselle, who never changed her last name to Brady, if you had, and I think that's grounds for eviction in my spirit, in my soul. And then we got, Tom Brady. It's over with. Giselle and Tom Brady are done. I know it doesn't matter, but this man is coming off of losing 3 games in a row. How you feeling, Zelmay?
Yo, listen, my man decided straight up that ball is life.
Ball is life.
Ball is, hey, my wife, like, you've been in the league 20 years. You promise you're going to spend time with me. What's good? He was like, nah, I'm 43. I'm going to still go out there and lose some games. By the way, it got to be, you know how bad a feeling it is that he having his worst season? This is his first time. Joe, you remember, you want to know the last
This is the worst
time
part of his life. Like, if he
Joe,
if he really loves Giselle, bruh, this is the worst season he's ever had, period. He doesn't go, back in the day when it was 16 games in the season, he didn't go 9-7. He was always a 12-4, 11-5 kind of guy. Bruh.
Joe, you don't know a stat? You don't know a stat?
Give me one.
Last time since Tom Brady has been 2 games under 500. 1998, he played with the Michigan Wolverines.
Oh my God! And that team wasn't even good.
He got a spot took by Chad Henne, by the way. He got a spot took that Chad Henne. That's the last 2 games under.
Hey, shout out to Chad Henne, man. We got love for him. We got Chad. We got love for anybody with Henne in their name for sure. But this has got to be the worst. I don't know what he did in Pop Warner. I don't know what he did in Little League football. I don't know what he did then. But this, like, you taking an L. You take an L after L after L. And then you took a 4th L, and she was done with you, man. So, I mean, we got prayers up for Tom Brady, but I'll tell you who we need to. Let's check somebody real quick. Take that shit off. Take that shit off. Take that shit off. Take that shit off. Listen, AB, this man let you come stay in his house in Florida, in Tampa Bay, in the Tampa Bay, Fort Lauderdale area. You go in there and stay in that man's home. I believe his wife was there, and them babies was there. And now I'm sorry, I don't mean to be the messy one right here, but you all know that Tom had a little surprise baby, but we'll leave that alone. But you got all them kids over there. You stay in that house. You got the nerve to make T-shirts with you and Giselle on them and sell them. And you're telling us, not only are you doing that, you are saying that it's for charity for kids without dads.
Yo, I'm like, what did Tom Brady do to you, bro? He let you stay in his house. He got you a job. It's like Joe got me a job and let me stay in his crib for free. And then all of a sudden I start like, hey, I slept with your girl,
fucking on my woman, looking deeply into her eyes after breakfast every day. Come on, man.
Then you start talking about fatherless kids and everything because they ain't
Calling
got
my kids fatherless, and you in my house with my wife and my kids.
Yo, a man got you a job, bro.
A really good job. Not only did he get you a job, he got you a Super Bowl. But as president of Donda Sports,
He the only one left. He gotta be president of that.
actually, so that's a nice little segue into basketball. So Aaron Donald, he's done with Donda Sports because of anti-Semitic stuff. Jaylen Brown is done with Donda Sports because of anti-Semitic speech. But we did hear that Jaylen Brown is going to sponsor anything that had any basketball event that has to do with Donda. Now that just came out. But apparently Donda's closing down. So what are you really like? Because they took that too. They took the accreditation, which it already wasn't accredited. I'm just feeling bad for Kanye right now, man. But I'm really hoping there's this really great scheme where he's like, I'm gonna have all y'all fire me so I could do whatever I want to do and make my own money and not share with none of you niggas. That's what I'm hoping is the end goal. But
Hey, listen, I got a skit coming out about Kanye soon. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of it. Kanye gonna shoot himself in the foot, and everybody gonna swear it's that he's trying to get some insurance money because his foot is valuable at like $1 billion, and that it's the smartest thing on earth because he's a genius.
fair enough. And may I remind you, do we have this? Do we have Baller Friday as a caption?
We do.
Oh, this is a perfect time to press that. Where's Baller Friday at? I'm trying to find it. I want y'all to see, man, because Zelmay and I came from a long way, bro. We was on Google Meet, we was on Facebook Messenger doing all this stuff for y'all, and we came a long way. Where's Baller Friday?
We are on YouTube for Baller Friday.
I
don't know if it shows up at the top, but it's supposed to.
Oh no, we're gonna do this. Hold on. I'm doing it right now while we're in
Shout out to Julian. What Julian's talking about. All I gotta say is people going after Kanye, but not is who's been messing up the black for years. Donda is reopening. Says
okay.
Lachey. Shout out to y'all.
Damn, she fine as hell. Who is that?
But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all.
And I don't mean to be getting at our fans like that, but sometimes you just can't help yourself.
Yeah, shout out to Julian. Shout out to Lachey. We also got some Russell Wilson news, Joe. And the NFL seems to like.
But yeah, man, it's my show. This is Friday Night Lights featuring Uniqo Williams, so that we don't get copyrighted.
But
go ahead. And just make sure that y'all know it's Baller Friday.
Shout out to y'all though. But yes, thankfully Donda hopefully is reopening and all of that. But this is Justin Tucker, recorded by Marion Humphreys, the corner for the Baltimore. Yep. And people have been making fun of Russell Wilson, Joe.
What? And why would they ever make fun of Russell Wilson?
Let's see, Joe. I don't know if everybody can hear that. Let me share that in a minute. I just have to make sure that the audio sounded. Here we go, right here.
Who is a GOAT, by the way?
He is one of the best kickers in football by a lot. And here it is, so y'all can hear.
This guy. Let's talk to us a little bit, J Tuck.
I mean, what do you want to know? What are we doing on the plane ride back home? I heard Lamar's leading us in high knees, Ravens flock, let's fly.
Unlimited.
But we gotta play him. We respect him.
Yes.
We like him.
Yes.
All right.
For y'all that don't know, Russell Wilson earlier this week said while he wasn't playing because he was injured, he said they asked him what he was doing. He's like, man, I was feeling good. I was out here and I was doing some runs. I was on the plane, everybody's sleeping. I'm just working out. I'm doing my exercise, doing some high knees, everybody's sleep. And everybody was like, bro, what are you talking about? No one cares. Why are you trying to make yourself look good? He's like, why everybody sleep? I'm working. I'm like, okay, bro, we don't care. So the whole NFL, by the way, they ain't even the only one. I was looking, there's a lot of them, the NFL players actively making fun of Russell Wilson and what he does in that situation. Joe, your thoughts on Russell Wilson and his the NFL seems to like even the less fly It's a joke off Let's Ride. He does. Let's fly.
First of all, we need everybody in the audience, past, future, present. We need everybody to know right now that Justin Tucker is accountable for more points than Russell Wilson is, and his points come off of 6 points apiece. Do y'all understand that? How wild of a stat that is? So Justin Tucker, the GOAT kicker, at this point, we must admit he missed over a 61-yarder the other day because it got blocked, and that's not his fault. Also, we saw somebody go for a ride the other day in that Buccaneers-Ravens game, but we'll talk about that. Went for a long ride. The offensive lineman showed out. But I want to shout out my boy Monray. Thanks for tuning in, or thanks for coming in the show. But 100%, Russ is looking like the DoorDash. Russ is looking like the brother that was sitting there crying. He's like, why are you cheating on me? Russ looks bad. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this here. If I'm on a flight to London with my team, nigga, and we suck and we're not winning, guess what I'm doing? Sleeping on that flight? Fuck that. I got $250 million. I'm not about to go out there in the media and tell y'all I was doing high knees. After it's just been recently reported that you have to have your teammates call somebody in order to set up a phone call with you. Russ, that's corny as fuck, man. I'm sorry. That nigga's corny. Like super corny.
It's hard. I had defended him earlier this year, so it's kind of. But him saying it was weird, and that was actually corny. That's one of the things he actually said that was
like,
corny.
why do we want to know that? I don't give a damn what you do on the plane, nigga.
Everybody sleep. I'm just doing some high knees and some stretches. I'm like, bro,
man, I wish that nigga would be doing high knees and pat the back of my seat because he running out of breath and shit and wake me up. Damn it, I'm trying to get some crumpets. I'm trying to go see what Hogwarts is about, and you over here doing high knees all up and down the aisle. No, go on somewhere.
But shout out to NFL for making fun of.
I'm about to say, shout out to who? Nobody deserves a shout out at this point unless
they are crushing my man right now. My man is getting crushed.
And don't forget, y'all, it's Baller Friday. We are on 6th Street in Austin, Texas right now, getting faded, having a good time. We've worked hard all week. It's Baller Friday. It's going down. Is
Monte?
You know what?
Monte, how you doing? How you doing today, Monte? I don't know if you're here yet.
Oh, I'm here. I wanted to how everybody's doing. You know, I'll be in and out of this nice little podcast tonight. I wanted to let Uniqo get all of his out before I said anything. I wasn't gonna distract her or anything.
Thank you, Monray. Thank you.
You may continue.
Okay.
Well, all right. So do you have anything on in regards to Tom Brady and just saying now? No, sir? Huh? What you said?
Monte, you going a little bit in and out.
Okay. Can I be heard?
Okay, coming back in.
Okay, man. We're gonna wait for my man to hop on that McDonald's Wi-Fi at some point. I'm sure he's traveling or something. Listen, here's the deal. I want to start with you, okay, Zelmay. I want to start with you, Zelmay.
Can I be heard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful.
Would you forgive any Wi-Fi over there?
No, I'm just on the move. Forgive any background noise that you may or may not hear.
This is not Blur Cartel After Dark, Monte.
Hey, it is what it is.
Okay, fine. If there's
your first question was asking me about the Giselle and Tom Brady situation, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I mean, I'm gonna keep it fair and say we don't exactly know the full reason of their divorce. Like we can say, him going back to football is part of it, but to be honest, we don't fully know. And will we ever know? Probably not. So I'm not just gonna attribute it to Tom said he coming back a year, so Giselle called it quits. I won't go that far. I'm not gonna do that. But I think it would be fair to say that that decision may have attributed to that. I think it is fair to say that since we didn't really get any news of a possible divorce or fallout or anything until, he decided to go back on that. And then all of a sudden it all just went out the wazoo. So I think it's fair to say that, it might have attributed to it, but we don't know the full reason. There'll probably other stuff attributed other than just him coming back for an extra year. So
hold on. Just real quick. Has this not been news that's been circulating for like the past 6 years? This rumor?
what?
Yes, it's been circulating for a long time.
I mean, but they've been married for 13 years. So after a while, let's just cut it to halfway point. After 3 years, you heard of that rumor and nothing happened.
Yeah.
You just tend to ignore it after a while. Okay, it just must be a rumor then, because if they've been rumored to get a divorce for 3 years now, they ain't had nothing happen. Screw it. So and then it went on for 3 more years. So I'm just gonna say I'm glad they were able to amicably work out property settlement. I'm pretty sure the divorce settlement is a nice little large chunk in her favor, most likely. But I'm glad they're able to amicably work out arrangements to take care of their children and things of that nature. I'm happy for them being able to work that out. But it's unfortunate that they may have felt they need to go their separate ways. But hey, life is life. That's all I can say about it.
Like at this point, he literally has to. At this point, he literally has to play next year to spite her because.
No. Oh my gosh. He does not. He can do whatever he pleases.
Yes, he does.
This man has a, if I can recall correctly, either a $100 or $200 million Fox deal laying at his feet whenever he's done. He doesn't have to do anything football related. Like he really doesn't.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm saying she wanted a divorce because you've been playing this game. I can't let that be the reason why I quit.
That's conjecture. We don't know why she wanted the divorce. We can say that we don't know that answer. That's why I was saying at first. We can say
in a hypothetical world, she's leaving him because she can't leave the streets alone. They need me.
Exactly. That's hypothetical. We don't know the full reason, so I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to put that out there on him. That's the full reason. I'm not going to put that because I'm pretty sure there's other things besides the fact he wanted to play an extra year of football. That was okay, this is work. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, that just was the regular reason. I won't put that out there. I'm not gonna slander anything on their marriage or their name because of that.
Hey Joe, you see that comment by my man? That comment is gone off YouTube, though.
Which one?
By my man, not the girl.
I ain't even worried about the Tom Brady one because I'm gonna jump in there with that Russell Wilson one.
I don't know. I'm passionately listening to Monray about him. I'm just brushing over the fact that it probably has something to do with Tom Brady playing football. That is why they got divorced.
I did not brush over it. I literally said verbatim. We can say attributed to it. I said we can say him coming back actually attributed to it. But we cannot say that that's the blank reason. We can't say that because we don't know. We can say we can make an inference that this extra year added some strain to it. We can say that because as soon as he announced his unretirement, that's when all the rumors of she wasn't happy and all that. That's when all that came out. So you can make a smart inference that extra year helped the process. But we can say that this is just a full reason. Man, please.
Which
Giselle's net worth.
I asked the question. She had more money than him easily.
Let me see how much she knew her because I might be with Antonio Brown. Let me see.
All I was saying, let's answer it from the standpoint if he played football, and that's the reason why. That's all I was saying.
It's a reason, not the reason. It's a reason.
He might be going home and jumping on her. I don't know that. We don't got no reports of that.
Exactly. So to say that this
I'm
football
not here to guess
year
why. I'm just purely speaking from the angle that's why. So that's
the thing about that angle home. That was you said you're not here to predict, yet you're blaming one reason that you're not even 100% sure on and saying that that's the reason.
Listen,
you're still guessing.
So
Giselle
then what
worth
are we
400
talking
million.
about? This is a talk show. We just talk and we guess, nigga. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. See,
That's
no,
what we
Grandpa,
do.
you see what he just did? He literally said, "We're not here to guess," or "I'm not here to guess," and these two then guess. Usually, one reason, like you're literally going against your own word.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is I chose an angle and I'm going with that angle. And I would ask that you answer the question based off of the angle that we're going for. Now you say
I'm
we
not
don't know
doing
that.
that.
All right.
I'm answering the. I'm
I'm a
answering the question based on how I
I'm a
interpret
live
it,
with
just
that.
like
What
you're
if
doing it based on how
What
you're
if he say,
interpreting it.
Why did OJ kill Nicole?
We don't know.
hey, you ain't
Is it because she was cheating, or you just because you don't know? But since we're an
No,
entertaining
I said
show,
we don't know
we gotta
because
talk
technically he
about
was
the
found.
angles.
No, we don't know because he was found not guilty of that crime. Therefore, we don't know
support
if he did
black
it.
man.
Exactly. That was the thing about it. Like I'm not. I go off of. I go off assurances and facts and like logical hypotheticals and things I can infer. I'm not gonna say that this is 100% the reason because we don't know
Okay.
that. We
Okay.
can say
So
it's a part of it probably, and that's a probably, but we can't say 100% this has anything to do with it. For all
damn,
we
man,
know,
if it quack
it
like a duck
don't.
and it swim like a duck, damn, quack, quack, bro.
All right, sure. If quite like a duck and swim like a duck, show me the feathers. Show me the duck bill. You ain't got no evidence. The whole point.
Child,
You don't have evidence
child,
of it.
I can't believe I can't. You know what, child? I can't believe we having this conversation. What was the other football topic we had? What was he talking
Oh,
about
it's
with
just
my
the
record?
predictions and picks, but you know we gotta expose the frauds too.
No, no, no.
Oh,
You know what?
no,
So
I was gonna go. I
let's
was
go
gonna go
into
on
this.
Russell Wilson too. I'm waiting on Russell Wilson before I slip out of here. I was just waiting on Russell Wilson.
Oh, but by all means, Mr. High Knees on the plane to London. He flew from Denver, by the way. I don't know if it was like a straight flight. I feel like you got to stop somewhere in America and then fly to London. But let's talk about Mr. High Knees, Mr. Corny Guy. Let's talk about it. Go ahead,
Hey,
Monroe.
you want a hot top? You want a hot topic? You want a hot take?
See, here you go. Yes, I do, because this is entertainment. This is what we do.
I believe Russell Wilson would throw for about 250 yards and 2 touchdowns this coming Sunday.
It's them Pilates on the plane, bro.
You know, the crazy reason why I say that, the crazy
Let's
reason why I
ride.
say that is because a lot of people, including the media, they're using this as an opportunity to sell Russ because, you know, this is old quarterback sales season thus far. Everybody's selling on Aaron, everybody's selling on Tom Brady because their team bad, and they're selling on Russell Wilson. Even though Russell Wilson has more reasons for him not to be doing as well compared to the other two. You know, we tend to forget a brand new head coach who was in over his head relatively obviously. So we forget that part. We forget the fact that he's in an entirely new system when Russell Wilson has been on the Seahawks system with Pete Carroll, the same head coach and the same system and the same team for his entire career. And yet he has to move to an entire new city with an entire new system under a new head coach that almost has no idea what he's doing in some parts, with an entirely new staff, which is the offensive coordinator, everything. And we expect them to have all of that down in 7 games. You know, that's the sad fact about it. So, yes, he is playing bad. Some of this is his fault. But it also goes into the other chunk of the pile of the people that are above him as well. So, you know, I'm not going to just necessarily attribute all. So, can he turn it around? Yes. Yes, he can turn it around to play better. Now, can he just put out 300 yards and 4 touchdowns? That I don't know. He do 250 yards and 2 touchdowns? Sure. It's not even hard. Not even against a team. Now, to be fair, the other reason why is to go along with the rumors that his head coach is playing for his job this Sunday. So that, you know, if he loses, his head coach is probably going to be fired. So, you know, that's another reason why I say he might be a little bit more inspired to play a little better. I'm just saying.
Well, that's actually the first game of the week. By the way, I want to try some Kanye. Because I promise you, we got like 5 comments when we mentioned his name, and then they all went away. Everybody just left.
Jesus.
Kanye.
Well, yeah, there's my Russell Wilson hot take. I believe he'll go for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. There you go.
Does he watch people play as him on Madden? Because that's how Russell Wilson should play. You roll to the right or you roll to the left, and hopefully somebody's running a corner route or a crossing route, and you throw it to them. That's if you're Russell Wilson, that's what you do.
That's simple.
And then he's got a good running game. That running game isn't terrible.
While we on this game, who are we?
And then the other thing that I will say this other thing that I haven't noticed necessarily people say before I finish, get off, is has anybody noticed that, Cortland Sutton and Jared Jeudy, they're not exactly Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf out in the backfield. I'm just saying.
They're not, but they're good, though. They are good wide receivers.
There's a difference. Metcalf's leg is bigger than Tyler Lockett.
There's also a difference in skill as well. Now, I'm not blaming the wide receivers. I'm not saying it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But I'm also going to say it's a difference in skill level in those receivers. Like receivers on the Broncos and one here, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf's calf is bigger than Tyler Lockett's whole body.
No, and that's cool and all, but them two wide receivers that you just said, Jeudy and Sutton, they're not bad.
They are solid
wide receivers. I'm telling you.
They are solid. They are solid. Yes. No, I'm not.
Smith having the
I'm not blaming the wide receivers. I'm just like letting difference in skill. Not to mention, he also has to learn how to play with those wide receivers. Get some kind of coordination with them, some kind of relevance with them, some kind of familiarity with them compared to the ones he was playing with for I don't know, about 3 to 5 seasons. I'm just saying.
I got a question. Are you doing Pilates on the plane? That's what
right. It's all right. It's all Russ fault.
Are you doing Pilates on the plane? Yelling, "Let's ride, Monte, while we sleep." When we get,
I ain't gonna lie. That's basically pointless. We didn't really need to know that. That's pretty much pointless. But to go along with what somebody else said earlier, it was probably gonna get leaked out anyway because there's multiple people on the plane that literally see you doing Pilates or whatever in the middle of the aisle. So it was probably gonna get leaked out anyway. So just go ahead and say it anyway.
Yeah, we all trying to sleep. This man didn't play out here doing Pilates on the plane.
Somebody's got to catch it. Somebody's doing something on Instagram, like when they're just walking out to practice and they're on Instagram Live. I gotta say it.
No, I mean y'all think that one was awkward. I remember reading. I want to say it was the Thursday night game where they lost against the Colts. It might have been that one or a game before. Somebody literally wrote, "They was like, oh well, Russell Wilson, he was sitting in his locker for like an hour after the game, just staring into it." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So like this hearing this story doesn't surprise me because it's like Russ has been trying to find himself in some things this entire season, so it doesn't surprise me. The whole Pilates on the plane. It's funny, but it's like, hey, well, you're trying something. At least he ain't like, how Uniqo would be if he was Russell Wilson. He ain't like, oh, I'm just going to sit on my laurels. I don't care about this year. I'm making $250 million. I don't give a squat if I look good or not. So at least he's not like Uniqo out here just
foremost
selling his teammates up the,
Just play Ride, bro. Just play the song Live Sierra featuring Ludacris before every game.
Just saying.
First and foremost, if they really want to get, I'll deal with you on another day, Monray. I'll deal with the disrespect on another day. Well, I'll get you. You'll have your comeuppance. But for now, we're gonna leave it at play Lil Bow Wow on the plane every single time.
Help.
See if he do Pilates.
Help. That's my only response.
Help. Oh, that's what it is. He know it's a whole bunch of black people on that team, right? Y'all know that, right? They probably playing Future the whole time, and all he can hear is I'm just throwing that out there. All he can hear when he's doing high knees at 20, 30, 40, 50,000 feet in the air. I'm just saying he's probably hearing Missa never had a Missa never left her. I'm just throwing it out there. They probably playing that Drake and Future. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on the dance. All right, anyway, let's get into these games, man. And then we're gonna finish out tonight with a little no, let's do that. Let's save the guesses for now. Let's get into the NBA real quick.
The fraud alert. We got a lot of fraud alerts.
This is what we were alluding to. And shout out to my boy Monray. I appreciate you coming on the show today, brother. I appreciate you again. I'll have my day with you. You gonna tell me what I'm gonna do if I'm Russell Wilson with $250 million. I'll tell you what I do. Wouldn't be sitting there. Anyway, my pride is hurt, so I'm gonna let you start with hurting your own pride. Zelmay, Philadelphia, Doc Rivers. This is
Tyrese Maxey tonight, baby. 44 points.
Matter of fact, fuck the what I want to say here. What do I want to say? I want to make sure I say it right. I didn't mean to say the pride and the Philadelphia thing. I think that we should be more excited that Zell May gets to rant about Doc Rivers. Sir, you have the floor. Go for it.
I got something special for y'all today. I've been yelling for 20 years since I was 12 years old, watching Doc fail me again and again as a Tracy McGrady and Grant Hill and all these other people. He continually fails me. I don't know what it. I have never seen a human being fail me as much as Doc Rivers has. He's up 3-1. He failed me. He's up 3-1 again. He fails me. I'm hoping they beat the Lakers, so because I'm mad that Melo lost to Kobe. He failed me again. Okay, Melo got to stay with LeBron. Doc fails me again because Doc likes to fail people because, again, as Rondo and Paul Pierce, according to KG, was just basically looking at Doc Rivers and like, we ain't doing that. That don't make sense.
In case y'all don't know, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but my favorite part of randomly throughout the year is Zell May going off about Doc Rivers. Sir, go ahead. You continue to have the floor.
I got something special for y'all today. Here you go. Can y'all see it, Joe? Can you see it?
Don't tell me this.
I swear to God, this dude's a fraud. Anybody want to coach the Sixers taking calls? A real coach wouldn't have all them baiting for calls. Just another year that you underachieved. It's time to pack your bags. The whole city wants you to leave. Maury make the call. I want all his dudes relieved. Said you on players coach. I don't know what to believe. Top 15 all time. Yeah, that list was capped. You don't make adjustments. You don't know how to adapt. Always stuck up in your ways. Your fam gon' need a map. But if I say another word, then my phone will be tapped. How you compare yourself to Greg Popovich?
How dare you compare yourself to Greg Popovich?
I just want to give y'all context real quick.
5,000 views at
Ross about. Was it baby?
I don't know.
Lil Wayne's baby.
I don't know what this is. I thought I know it.
This song is a parody of that. So Rick Ross was talking about baby and how he was like, man, he fraudulent and all that. And you wasn't a cool guy or whatever. That's what this song is from. So just throwing it out there for context. So more shade for Doc Rivers.
At this point, you and him are polar opposites. The lead you blew inside the bubbles considered a crime. He won with young Kawhi. You lost with Kawhi in his prime.
Oh my God, you lost with Kawhi in his prime.
He won. That's a bar.
That's a bar. How you lose with Kawhi in his prime?
Live City Clippers led by CP3. You the reason they call Paul George Pandemic P.
Oh my God. Joe, why he call Pandemic P, Joe? Paul George play better now, Joe. Why Paul George playing better?
KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Ray Allen. And you got one ring to show for all that talent.
4 Hall of Famers and Kendrick Perkins.
I can't believe this shit, nigga. Another one lost. I'm sick to my stomach. Now I see why Ben ain't wanna play for you. You should thank that Celtics super team for saving you. You ain't bring up Rita Bass, you only go with vets. At this point, I'd rather roll with Brett.
Brett Brown, bro, come on, man.
Raspy ass voice sound like I tweeted not to hire you because I knew you.
Me too, bro. Me and him, me and Prezi the same dude, bro.
Hold on. People literally like, man, Doc Rivers is about to get fired. Don't hire him at my favorite team.
Bro, the man got hired in 2 days, bro. I was like, get Mike D'Antoni. He can help unlock his offense.
You couldn't get us where we needed. 2 more wasted seasons. Smoking on Doc Rivers' pack, it got me wheezing. Phil Jackson even said that you knew how to lose. Watching you coach is like a joke, but we are not amused.
Not amused at all.
You to go to blow and lead, you crushed our hopes and dreams. Now the fan base of our rivals out here posting memes. The process lost my trust soon as you got the job. 5 years, 40 million. Daryl got us robbed.
Daryl got us robbed.
I pray we find this peace after this brutal loss, but we still grieving from the time you folded to the Hawks.
Oh my God.
I'm just speaking
No adjustment.
facts, don't mean to disrespect, but as a fan, these is issues that I can't neglect. I thank you for your time and everything you've done. There's too many times you lost.
Look at him falling. He can't even got balance on the court, man.
You should have won.
Too many times. Finally, somebody did it for me. They made the rap of the Doc Rivers, the trash heap fraud that he is, the man who has been exposed multiple times of failing. My lights even go out and dim because Doc Rivers is such a failure at everything he does. I don't understand it. Can somebody help me? Can somebody help me understand what Doc Rivers makes no adjustment? Every game we have a lead, we lose. And it's just not fair, Joe. I got to deal with this. I tell that Ben no longer my problem, but I still got Doc. You know,
First of all, I want to put this out here in the universe that Ben Simmons is still the same nigga, and he's on a whole nother team. We'll get into him, but since we're on the subject of Doc Rivers, Ben Simmons is the same nigga.
At least I know Ben done been something great before.
Doc Rivers
choked in 2003. Doc Rivers choked in 2010. Doc choked in 2018. Doc choked in 2021. He choke every decade. His whole stop choking.
His whole tenure with the Clippers, which it was an amazing team, by the way. I think that team was good.
Lou Williams back up and Chris Paul, Blake Griffin in their prime.
I mean, there's
DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, you had young DeAndre Jordan. I mean,
not bad knees DeAndre Jordan. I'm talking about good knees.
Bad knees DeAndre Jordan getting a check, and I ain't mad at him. Get that check. But I mean, top to bottom, they had a couple of light skinned boys on that team that could shoot too. By the way, so I mean, I can't think his name. He probably from Europe or something, but he shoot the ball real good. That Clippers were good. Boston couldn't do nothing else because honestly, I think that team was a fraud anyway. They got lucky.
They got 4 Hall of Famers and Kendrick Perkins.
I mean, Kendrick Perkins made all the difference, by the way. Everybody needs
Kendrick Perkins just made a joke about Ben Simmons. He said Ben Simmons' stat line looked like mine. I'm like, bro, if you calling him trash and you say that,
I mean, Shaq was talking trash. Shaq was talking trash about Kendrick Perkins while Shaq was retired. So that's just letting y'all know the great Kendrick Perkins needs to shout out to him for getting into the media. Man, I'm sorry. I don't know what Philadelphia is going to do. It's really because everything runs through as much as people want to say Harden, but Embiid is the key on that team. Embiid
did not play today, and we won because James Harden and Embiid can't play together. And we know
is that the consensus for Philly right now?
Not with Doc as the coach, because he don't know how to make no adjustment. He just do what he always do, and everybody.
I mean, it can't be John Stockton, Karl Malone pick and roll all day, right? But at the same time, it would be.
They both like to have the ball. That's the problem. That's why even Ben fit better, bro. You got Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey dropping 44. Tobias
that's crazy.
40. Embiid can drop 40, and Harden can drop 40, and you 2-4 or 2-3. What is the record?
I actually saw a tweet today that said Tobias Harris is the only person on that team that will score 30, but will never take heat for it. Like it'll never be his fault why they lost. That's what they're saying about Tobias Harris.
He's the fourth best player on the team. You don't blame the fourth best player on the team. We 2-4, dog.
I'm like, is he really the fourth best player on the team, or
who worse? It's not. He not better than Maxey. He not better than Embiid.
I mean, let's talk about. I mean, does Maxey get into that Harden discussion from a scoring standpoint? That's what I'm saying. I'm talking from a scoring standpoint.
Harden. Even though in the playoffs he do the same thing, he make me sick, and we gonna lose because he don't know how to play no different. But
well, if he don't get no free throws, that's the problem.
He a machine though. I ain't gonna lie, he a scoring machine. He a scoring machine. He ain't no fraud. He just choke when the time comes because he's scared, and that's how life is. But he's a really good player. Doc ain't even a good. Doc is okay, mediocre fraud coach. He better than Jeff Fisher though. Jeff Fisher, the worst fraud there ever was in history of football.
There's some truth there. You can't
Jeff
always win every game.
Without Steve McNair, Jeff Fisher never had a winning season. Steve McNair is literally he went to the Heisman at Alcorn, and he was an MVP with Peyton Manning. With 5 broken ribs, a broken hand, he carried Jeff Fisher on his back, and Jeff Fisher had one winning season with Vince Young until he broke him, and then he never had a winning season. Somehow he coached for 10 more years and never had a winning season again. That man got a car. He losing the USFL. How you losing the USFL and use an NFL coach? Fraud. Oh, and we got everybody hates Russell Westbrook, Joe. That's the title. They hate everybody.
Everybody hates Russ, and he don't do nothing but try and be unproblematic. But bro, if I gotta go through somebody to call you, we're gonna have a problem. But I really don't know what to say about that. So here's your chance.
He's on the bench.
Here is your chance to flip it on me and the Fakers. So may please feel free to ask anything you would like, sir.
Joe, how do you feel when you see plays like this? Let me put it up for you. I want y'all to see this. I want to see how Joe feels when he sees this play.
I'm standing.
I'm excited though because last year Ben Simmons airballed a layup. He could have did this to me, right? Joe could have hit me with this last year but Ben Simmons ain't on my team, so he's not my problem no more. But look at this.
God bless.
I better get that out before we get copyrighted, but y'all see the point.
Zame, do you have a direct question? Or
how does that make you feel watching that play?
I hate this shit. I hate these niggas. I hate everybody that's not LeBron James on that team. Listen, Russell Westbrook on 2K, on a lot of versions of 2K, is amazing. I don't mean to base this claim off of NBA 2K, but I know what he can do. He can run right past you, get a clear lane to the basket. I'm done. Russell Westbrook needs to get to the basket. He needs to threaten the defense.
He did get to the basket. Did you see it? On that play, he was at the basket. He was wide open.
He needs to be a viable threat to score.
So y'all winning percentage is
0.0. You don't have to tell me that they're 0-4. You don't have to tell me what our percentage is.
They lost tonight.
0.
They lost tonight too. So they lost to the Timberwolves by 9.
My cat probably out there having a whole goddamn sass party, and that's okay. Have your sass party. I go to those sass parties a lot. They're actually pretty fun.
Russell Westbrook had 18-8 today.
Did you know that he had a 0 for 11 night though? This year.
Yeah, 0 for 11 night.
He got fouled on one of the times that he actually went to the basket. But whatever, I'm gonna leave it alone.
He went to the basket tonight, Joe, and missed the layup right on the go.
The great Patrick Beverly said this. He said that the other night we were 20%, and tonight we are 26%. I'd say we're moving in the right direction. So I don't have anything else to say about the Lakers.
Anthony Davis is shooting 18% from a jump shots?
One more thing. Get well soon, AD, next year.
Tell him to stop shooting.
Here you go. Go for it.
Can you tell him to stop shooting the ball? He's like 18% on jump shots. Y'all shoot literally 20%. That's a record, Joe. Let's talk about a team that neither one of us are part of. The Brooklyn Nets seem to be very fragile.
What is going on with that organization other than the fact that we knew All this was about to happen.
To be honest, my team the only team that probably shouldn't be as bad as they are. Because I'm telling you, I look at the Nets roster, and when you got Ben, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant, and everybody else is a nobody.
Even with like Philadelphia having, or here, let me say it like this: in spite of Philadelphia having Doc Rivers, I still expect them to win a lot of games in the East. So, with that being said, what like you got Kyrie? He ain't even hitting Ben with like theories or nothing. All he's saying is, "Hey, shoot, bro. You was right under the basket. Shoot, bro." I can't believe that Ben Simmons is really having it. And now I want to go back to what we were talking about initially, early in the show, because I didn't want to get into it until we got into this game. Okay, first of all, Luka is the new black man. I refuse to call him any kind of European or anything. He's just the new skillful
I'm
black
not gonna
guy.
hold you though. Ben Simmons, like, he got his bag. He started figuring out the game a little more at the end of the game last night, because Luka in the third quarter with 3 minutes left had 33 points. After that, Ben held him to what, 2 for 10 in the fourth quarter in overtime. So he ended up with just 41. But before that, he was cooking.
Okay.
Ben got like 2 steals off of him, nice. But I'm like, okay, you finally done figured out how to get back up to the speed of the game. But you still airball and layup, so we don't forgive you.
Also, okay. I mean, this is a long season. Like, bro, it's only October. I remember in my playing days, sometimes you have that rough start, and then by the time you start getting closer to the spring, like you done figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And you have a nice little hot streak. You know what I'm saying? That happens. But Ben's hot streak has not come yet. Like, bro, you are 6'9", 6'10". Like, if I'm the Nets and you're Steve Nash, right? Steve Nash was a short guard, but he was a scorer, correct?
Yeah.
So you had to always respect the fact that he might score on your ass, right? And he did it in the paint as well. And
Steve Nash need to be fired. We need to say that.
He's much smaller than Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons can command some kind of respect, like Steph Curry, where you have to double team him or you have to always keep an extra eye on him. If Ben Simmons can do that, the Nets can be unstoppable, undefeated almost.
But they had to play
Ben,
defense.
I'm not scared
first.
of Ben. Y'all want me to guard Ben? I got him.
And
I'll take him.
Okay, y'all got me defending Ben Simmons. This is great. In Ben defense, he the only dude that try to play defense.
Okay, but also
I'm looking at KD standing there and looking dude do layups. I'm like, bro, y'all gonna attempt to do something? The one game they won, he blocked the shot, and I'm like, okay.
If you're trying to put up 40 points, who you want to guard against the Nets? Who you want to guard? If you're trying to put up,
you got.
He's not guarding you, but you want to put up 40 points. He's not guarding you, but you want to put up 40 points. Who do you get that pick and roll with?
Oh, I'm going at Kyrie.
I may have said it wrong.
I'm going at Kyrie. If you talking about who I'm gonna get 40 points on?
No. I may have said it wrong. So if I want 40 points,
I'm going to Kyrie.
I would prefer to guard defense. I would prefer to guard Ben. I'm gonna conserve my energy because he will not shoot, right?
Well, true, but you're gonna have to help off Kyrie, I'm assuming.
No, I just kind of feel like
you got 2 elite scorers that should
like LeBron would guard Ben Simmons so he can conserve his energy. When in all actuality, if you're a great coach, you're going to tell Ben Simmons to try and get LeBron on him and wear him down all night. That's what I would do, right?
But on this team, you can't do that because you got 2 elite level scorers.
No, let's talk about defensively. Bother LeBron because the Lakers suck outside of LeBron.
Brooklyn beat the Lakers.
So this is what I'm trying to say. I want to guard Ben Simmons on defense, but on offense, that means I'm going to have more energy because this nigga didn't do shit the whole time. That makes sense. That's all I'm saying.
That's Steve Nash fault for not letting him run, that's the only thing he can score. Cause that nigga is
And,
not going to
that,
have
and you ran with Mike D'Antoni all them years, and you gonna really say, no, we ain't gonna run off. We're not gonna run up.
Well, I'm like, bro, why are you running half court with Claxton and Ben Simmons on the court? Neither one of them can score. You do not run half court. You can set up defense.
Claxton is not looking at the basket all night unless it's a rebound.
Ben Simmons will go for a shot before Claxton will. That's how bad that is.
Oh yeah, Claxton will not. He's zero aggressive when it comes to.
And for some reason, and guess what them two do well, Joe? Claxton and Ben run. They run well. Instead, you got them in half court, and I'm like, bro, if you play half court offense, I can load up on Kyrie and Kevin Durant instead of making the two players that like to run on my team and can't score in half court. Let's not run.
I'm just saying.
If you look at their fast break percentage, their fast break percentage is high, Joe.
Yeah,
they have a high fast break percentage, more than anybody else, but they got the least amount of fast break tries almost outside of maybe
Kevin Durant can shoot from anywhere on the court. If you can get on a fast break and he can just somehow find an open mid-range shot.
I'm telling Ben Simmons, go get the rebound and take off. Go.
We saw a whole dunk package today on Twitter.
But no,
a whole dunk package.
We got to go half court to do what Kevin Durant wrong. I'm like, no, go full speed. Because Kevin Durant can go fast break. Kevin Durant can go half court.
Absolutely.
Kyrie can go fast break.
There wasn't a half court offense with the Warriors. Not all the time.
And
no,
Kyrie
they switched it up.
Kyrie ain't a half court. You got two players in the court.
Kyrie is going to run.
You limit your players by making them half court because two of them ain't going to score in half court. They'll try to dunk if they in full court speed press. Matter of fact, that's the only time Ben even shoot the ball if he in fast break. So
dunk on these cats. You 6'10". Have you not seen LeBron's highlights when he was with Miami or his first 4 or 5 years in Cleveland? Have you not seen that?
That's all I'm saying. Steve Nash, at least give Ben a chance to do what he do well, and that's fast break assist, fast break dunks. Because he's not going to try to score in half court. So you trying to make your team a half court offense makes literally no sense. I don't understand it. I don't know who hired you to do this. Kevin Durant was right when he said, hey, I'm fire him or I won't come back. He had every right to, because I don't know what you're doing. Why are y'all leading? Why are y'all the number one half court team when you literally got 3 players that only score in fast break? Now, it could be better if Seth Curry and them come back and they can do a little more, because Seth Curry is a scorer that can present a problem. What's the boy named Joe? No, that's his name, Joe, the white guy on the team that shoot 3. He come back, he might have some, but
Joe Ingles.
Not Joe Ingles, the other one.
That's the only Joe I know in the NBA. Except for myself, and I'm on injury reserve.
Joe Harris.
Oh, Joe Harris. Yeah, all right, I'm with you. Okay, we're gonna get on out of here because I know we're killing the game. We're almost at an hour. So what I want to hit up real quick, we have the MLB World Series. It's going down. Astros versus the Phillies. Now, there's been some cheating allegations in the very recent past, that the Houston Astros were cheating and doing the hand sign thing. They were cheating. But as it currently stands, game 1 of the World Series is Phillies versus Astros. It is a 5-5 game. And they're at the end of the 7th inning. I assume you want the Phillies to win, but do you know a nigga off their team?
I know the coach, Dusty Baker.
Okay. I'll tell you.
I know the only black person in the whole World Series, by the way.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, the only person I know from the Astros, the only person I know from the Astros is Uvalde. And it's because he was super duper complicit with that whole sign stealing thing. That's the only thing I know about the Houston Astros is that they stole signs. That's all I know. So we're going to root for the Phillies for this because it's not going to happen with the 76ers. I'm sorry, guys. Eagles, hang in there. Eagles fans, hang in there, okay? Y'all got something in that boy back there. What the name is? Hurts. Y'all got something with him. But I'm rooting for the Phillies. We don't like cheaters in Houston. We love Houston though because we're not even going to talk about why we love Houston. All I'm saying is, I got the Phillies for the World Series. Who you got, Zelmay?
Going with the Phillies, of course. I know I'm a Philadelphia fan. Big Philadelphia. I like the vibe.
Talk to us about the rest of the Eagles season. What do you think? Before we get out of here.
You know, we got to do our predictions, Joe. They want to do a thing.
Oh, shit. All right, bet.
So we're going to
Broncos, Jaguars. Early flight. I feel like it would be later in the day or earlier in the day if you're a Bronco. So, you know, the Jaguars, when they say that it's that time, it's probably and it's earlier for the Broncos. Let's go, Jags. Damn this man, Russell Wilson. Zelmay.
So you got what about the spread? Jacksonville 2.5. That means
by a field goal, let's go Jacksonville. By a field goal, let's go. Let's ride. But not a Jaguar.
From Monte's perspective, I think he's going with the Broncos because if he get 250 yards, I mean they win. Broncos do got like the number 2 defense in the country, but they the lowest scoring team in the country as well. So it's good having the number 2 overall defense, but overall they can't score. So I'm gonna go with it's so hard. I'm gonna go with Jaguars because I think Russell Wilson doing too much Pilates on the plane. Can't focus.
I'm going Jags. Let's go.
Cardinals, Vikings.
What up? Cardinals, Vikings. We're going. Call of Duty just came out today, so we're going Vikings because your quarterback did not study. He played Call of Duty all night long. So why is my thing off? I didn't know that was on.
Yeah, your camera went out. DeAndre Hopkins came back last week, had a good game. That's a tough one for me. I'm going Minnesota.
Is it a tough one?
Minnesota hot right now, but I think I'm gonna give the Cardinals the spread. I think Minnesota only win by 3, and the spread is Minnesota 3.5. DeAndre Hopkins back. I think they're gonna make the game closer. Cardinals, I don't know.
3.5, man. I think Vikings might get them by a touchdown, brother.
Comments what y'all predict?
Woo!
Eagles easily 10.5 spread. I think the Eagles probably. What do I pick them?
I don't know.
The whole secondary for the
hard. 7.5.
I'm going with the Eagles because the Steelers' whole secondary hurt, and I'm sorry, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and then they just added Robert Quinn to that defensive line that's already elite. Come on, bro. I got it.
Man, I'm gonna say that the Eagles can't. Like, this is a pride game. Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh. That's a pride game. Skill goes to the side. Sometimes you get extra powers when you go against a real rival. So with that being said, 10.5 is a stretch, but I got Philadelphia winning.
My man said Eagles on a roll. I agree.
They might be on a roll. I just really don't see. I don't see that. A 10.5
they whole
game.
Secondary gone.
You can but listen, in my city, there's a place called Muncie Central versus Southside, and it's always expected that Central would 100% either beat them by 1,000,000 points, or sometimes they just nut it up, bro, and they would give us everything they had, and it'd be a 14-0 game. I'm just saying that's still 2 touchdowns. I think that's a close game. That's all I'm saying.
Bet.
So yeah, I think with this being it's not going to be 10.5 points, man. I think it'll be closer than what people think.
I think this is easy. Miami too. When Tua played, Miami got a lot more injury. Tyreek Hill is the number 1 receiver in the league right now in terms of receiving yards, and I think receiving touchdowns. Jalen Waddle is on a mission. Detroit is not a really good team. Again, I'm gonna bring this up every week because y'all be listening to them people. Oh, y'all don't listen to us, but y'all listen to that dude on what's the dude from that be with Stephen A. Smith on Sirius Radio? That be on Wednesday night, whatever. Y'all know his name. He be on Sirius Radio. This dude on his show said Detroit gonna go to the playoffs. They are 1-5 since they ain't won a game since he said that.
So Tua is back.
Yes, Tua is back.
And the point spread is what? Am I reading this wrong?
3.5. So I'm going with that easy.
Man, Tua. I mean, did he really have a head injury? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that things happen, but like, do you think he's right in the head?
I don't, but he bringing more energy to the team, so I think.
Well, so I'm asking.
He played well last week.
So I'm asking that question.
Not good, but well.
The reason I'm asking that question is like, is he back to being himself? Like, I've had a concussion before, and I got back to being myself. But there's probably still plenty of screws loose. Period. But I just, if he can come back and be himself, he can beat the Lions by more than 3.5. If he's still struggling,
he can still beat the Lions.
it could be because let's not forget the first part of the season, although they lost 1 million games, they scored a lot of points in regards to the Lions, bro.
But that was against some teams that don't play well.
I'm just saying.
But they did defense ain't been the greatest ever. What's that?
Did they get blanked out last time? The Lions.
They played Dallas, and Dallas defense do not play. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But Miami defense is very good, by the way.
That's a tough call for me. I wouldn't put any money on it.
I'm telling y'all, Miami easily, even at Detroit. Detroit ain't. They
write them down, y'all.
Early in the season, that spread is way too low, and I'm shocked by that. I actually thought it was gonna be 7, and I was gonna struggle with it a little bit. But
that's why I'm struggling now, is because it's too close. I don't know which way it'll go. But it is
Saints Raiders in a game of battle of 2-win teams.
Andy Dalton is going to be the permanent starter over Jameis.
Apparently Dennis Allen wants to get fired, so I'm going with Raiders. And I'm taking this.
Yeah, I want to take the Raiders, even though the Saints have a defense that has pride. That offense is a mess. So
if we ain't gonna put Jameis Winston in, if you trust Andy Dalton,
yeah.
Did you see Andy Dalton last week, Joe? They have a highlight when they do this. They did a backflip with Andy Dalton thing. I'm like, this is the
interception.
Yeah, and he threw. I have never seen this man threw 2 pick sixes back to back.
I'm literally like, even though Andy Dalton is a proven quote unquote quarterback, kind of prove like he can play in the NFL. We know that he can play. I guess I can
Michael
play
Thomas playing again. He ain't playing again.
But if they're not going to play Jameis, I'm giving it to Derek Carr to somehow pull out like a 4-point win, like a 17-13 game, because the Saints aren't going to score that much. And I'm sorry, it's 1.5.
Yeah, that's a spread.
Hey, y'all put y'all money on Vegas to win by 3 or more. Hey, I'm sorry, you told me 3.5. Hey, Vegas by 3.5 or more. Put all y'all money on that shit, bro. Hey, clip this. Are you kidding me? 1.5. You telling me that Las Vegas is only favored by 1.5 after you're about to have Andy Dalton, Mr. Pick 6, back to pick? Are you kidding me? No, sir. We're out of here. No. Hey, put y'all money on that. Put y'all money on the Raiders tonight, right now. Are you kidding me? Jameis Winston isn't even starting. Get y'all some money. Where's my fucking phone at? I'm sorry. I'm making a bet. What's the next game? Are you kidding me?
Bears and Cowboys. The spread is Dallas by 10. I'm going with Dallas to win, but I'm going with the Bears in the spread.
9.5. Yeah, I think the Bears keep it a lot closer than that. It's in the dome. I think that Justin can probably hold the ball a little bit longer to keep it close. 9.5 is way too many points for Dallas. Cowboys may win, but if I'm trying to make money, I say that the Bears cover that easy. Period.
My problem with that game is
at most.
My problem with that game is
too high.
My problem with that game is that Justin Fields, if they try to throw the ball out with Michael Parsons on that field, it's not going to be good.
But they don't throw anyway, so we're not worried about them.
As long as they don't try to. Michael Parsons is a monster.
Is Zap starting?
I don't have a clue. Mac Jones is getting a starting nod.
Okay, so let me tell you how that.
The worst quarterback is starting. Jets, Patriots by 2.5.
New England. Oh, I'm taking Jets to win the game and beat the spread. Are you kidding me? The Patriots suck. Okay, so yes, recently there has been a uproar of brother quarterbacks from Alabama. They've been doing all right. I'm just telling you, I ain't never met a Alabama quarterback that was ever good. I'm taking the Jets to win this one, 5-2. Let's get it. Fight with Tua. Mac Jones is not it.
These are some terrible games this week. Panthers at Falcons.
Pretty much.
Panthers at Falcons. Falcons by 4. Whoever
I'm
wins
taking
this
the
game gets
Panthers.
first place.
Oh, PJ's a dog. I'm taking the Panthers to win this.
Atlanta defense is really banged up. I'm going to Panthers too, especially since they got the lineups to spread. They defense too bad. Oh my God, this is easy. Titans over spread everything. Titans 2.5 point favorites over the Texans. Titans winning by more than
2.5 is the spread.
Vegas is really safe this week. I'm just saying Vegas is safe.
Yeah. So like, is the Titans run defense like okay? Because if they can stop the run, they might keep it a close game. Tennessee winning by 3. Yeah, Tennessee is a much better team than the Colts. So yeah, I think they can cover and win. I think Tennessee can cover and win.
49ers at Rams, 3-4 and 3-3. Christian McCaffrey is with the Rams. 49ers. I mean, they with the 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey is with the 49ers.
Yeah, I misspoke. Debo is supposed to be back. We're gonna see Rams.
Some say he's out. I got a notification that said that he's out this weekend.
This one don't say, so I don't know. But if he's out, that makes it a lot harder for me.
I just got a notification from the NFL Fantasy League that he's out this weekend.
Oh, that changes my whole thing. I got to go with Rams then, don't I?
No, because I think I don't know. I'm feeling Christian McCaffrey. Maybe he's getting in what he's supposed to get.
Oh, is this like the first time we differ?
He needs to get. This is different because there's actual
Rams. You got 49
threats outside.
So Joe got the 49. I got the Rams.
They are saying 3 hours ago, Deebo Samuel is ruled out because of a hamstring.
I'm going with the Rams then.
You're saying so San Francisco's supposed to win by 1.5. I think San Francisco, I mean, it kind of depends on how pissed off Aaron Donald is. Damn, this is a tough one because I believe that, bro,
this is the toughest one.
I'm taking the 49ers to win and beat that spread of 1.5. The Rams aren't that good, sir, especially offensively. That Eckler guy, he's kind of getting into a groove, but for the most part, that Rams offense is trash. They need a wide receiver and a better offensive line, which is weird because the team hasn't changed that much from being a Super Bowl team just last year, that's so weird. But well, it's all good. Giants and Seahawks. Hey, it's the legend of Geno Smith, and that's all that matters. That's
Seahawks winning. I'm going with the 3-2.
I'm going with the Giants. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Seahawks. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Cause I think the Giants are a fraud team who just beat up on their weak division, but
they may run the ball. I mean, keep it close against Seattle. I think that's what it's going to end up coming down to. It could be that 3-point game. That
Seattle can score and Giants don't score well, so that's my and PJ and my boy Washington, the rookie.
Saquon is good for 1 or 2 a game, man, and one of them might be a touchdown. So that's a tough one, but I'm going with Geno to win for sure.
Kenneth Walker the third is going to do some work. So I'm going with the Seahawks. By the way, I need an extra review to see if we ever get these right. because I never pay attention. We could be just wrong every week. Just give me y'all knowledge.
Oh, don't get me goddamn started, bro. Don't get me started.
Oh, Sam Eckler is now the new starting quarterback.
Hey,
Matt Ryan has got benched.
I just need to remind y'all that it's Baller Friday. We in Austin, Texas, getting faded. It's going down. That's what we do on Baller Friday. We go down to 6th Street and we get faded and we talk sports.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hold on. There's a button for that. There we go. Oh, you already pressed it. Hold on, just roll one. If you enjoy the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Oh my God, Carson Wentz versus his arch nemesis, I guess the Colts.
Sam Eckler.
Just
imagine your nemesis is Sam Eckler. That's not a good nemesis. Get a better nemesis.
Like, who is that? I won a Super Bowl, guy. I mean, I helped us get a great record, so we'd have a pretty easy path to the Super Bowl. Is that correct in me saying that?
I don't know. Somehow
when
Matt
Carson
Ryan
Wentz won it, I mean, when Nick Foles won it with Carson Wentz, they had a good regular season record, right?
Yeah, but then Nick Foles took him home.
He got hurt.
And he got a statue, and then that was the end of. I've never seen a man get a statue, the backup get a statue, and the starter just was all confident.
So, like, they built a shrine to this man. But look, this is the crazy thing to me.
So, what if your backup got a statue outside of you to start? How would you?
Man, I gotta take that L. I mean, I still got the Super Bowl though. You feel me? But
your backup got the trophy. I mean, he got the Super Bowl MVP and a statue.
Yeah, and that's the worst part about it. Like, nigga, that's like me carrying you all the way to the basket for the game-winning layup, and we already ahead of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the epitome of what he handed that to Nick Foles, and Nick Foles made it happen. I can't be mad at that. All right, Nick Foles just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do the Philly special and make it happen."
And it went down to the Patriots too. You beat Tom Brady, get a statue. That's facts now.
see, here's the thing. I actually saw Carson Wentz throw a 15-yard out route off a five-step drop and nail that shit. The dude can play. But now we got to see if he can outplay Eckler. And I don't know what he can like he got some good reviews during the draft, but like his 3rd round pick. You know, rounds don't matter if you put in, the work, but why didn't they start him immediately? Like, why did you feel you needed to go get Matt Ryan? Oh, did you want Eckler? Is Eckler going to be or Ayler? Is he going to be the quarterback of the future, do you think? And you just wanted to have him sit behind Matt Ryan or some veteran for like 4 games? Like, what are we doing here? What was the Colts strategy in this? Watch them for seven games. Watch what's going on for 7 games, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna start you because we really actually do believe in you. It was never Matt Ryan. We just wanted him to talk to you. Do you think that's what it is? Because at this point, this is what I'm thinking. I think they actually like him as a quarterback. But they needed to watch and get pissed off that why does Matt Ryan get to be out there and he's sucking right now? You know what I'm saying? I think Eller is actually or Ellinger rather, he's more athletic than Matt Ryan. So a lot of those sacks that Matt Ryan was getting because that line is porous at times, Ellinger can get out of it. So I'm
interesting fact, but yet y'all see on the screen, Ellinger has never thrown a regular season pass.
Look, we done got mad. I done sat up here and got mad at Carson Wentz and shaded the hell out of Matt Ryan. And I'm looking like Ellinger might be the best.
He ain't never throw a regular season pass, so we have no information.
Right, he's a rookie.
So I have no clue how to pick this
game. Game 1 as a rookie lately. Do you know who that is? This year? Can you think of any?
This year?
Yeah, rookie. My rookie's like just straight up starting this year.
I don't know. They never started, didn't they?
Okay, let me take it back to last year. I'm talking about that boy from LA Chargers.
Oh, Herbert.
And then Mac Jones, all them cats. Everybody got to have their first game, man. And so what I'm saying is Ellinger might actually win his.
He got. It's one of the best teams to play against. That kid. I'm picking Washington. I don't know what he can do, so I'm scared.
I mean, are you shitting on Washington? They got 3 W's, bro. They beat 3 people.
You see their division?
Dallas.
And they last place in that division, even though they better now.
Eagles and Dallas Eagles.
By the way,
Dallas Eagles. Oh, Giants. Yeah.
By the way, I'm telling y'all right now, do not pick this game because you picking against a quarterback who have never thrown a pass. He might be good, he might be terrible. You do not know, so I would never pick this game.
That works for me. And that other team was the Giants. So yeah, that is actually a tough division kind of this year. Packers, Bills, late night game.
Bills,
Aaron Rodgers, you old ass nigga. We going with the Bills.
You taking the spread 12 point?
Now hold on. I can't disrespect a man like that. That's a way super duper high spread. I take the spread with the Packers, but I got Bills winning, bro.
I take the Bills with the spread too. I think their team is just
really 2 touchdowns.
That thing is just they are terrible, bro. They are horrible.
The Packers, I mean, they won 3 games. I'm just throwing it out there.
The other team is like literally one of the best teams in the league.
So. Who did the Bills lose to again? Who was it?
They lost to who did they lose to?
A bad team. Because we all know that Pat Mahomes, who we're gonna get to very soon. Oh no, actually they're on bye week, so they're playing.
Yeah, and they playing Call of Duty this week, so you know they're doing that.
Yep. But we know that Pat Mahomes lost to the Colts, so there's that. But Aaron Rodgers about to go home to whatever wife he thinks he has, because I feel like he has like a harem at this point. Browns Bengals. I kind of feel like the Browns might go ahead and win this on the strength that LeBron is back being a Browns fan, because ever since he was just in an interview with his homeboy Maverick on Instagram Live, and LeBron said that he is no longer backing the Cowboys anymore. He's backing the Browns because he did not like how Jerry Jones and them said, "Don't be taking a knee." And he's 100% sided with Trump. So LeBron James is no longer a Dallas Cowboy fan. He is now 100% a Browns fan. So, man.
And we're picking this is the last game of the weekend. And we're gonna do some college football picks real quick. We ain't gonna spend a lot of time on. But I got the Bengals. The Bengals are on fire. Joe Burrow is finally got hot. I feel like they're getting started. Even though Jamar Chase is missing 5 to 6 games, but I think T. Higgins and that group is still strong enough to actually do something. The offensive line finally protected after a rough start to the season. I think the Bengals, and I think they cover the spread out. Unless the Browns can get that running game going really well, I don't know, man. So
Browns for the win for me.
And that's on Monday Night Football, so be ready for that. I will actually talk about that game a little bit more on Monday Morning Quarterback.
During my lunch break now.
We got some college football games we're going to get to. Let me make sure. Y'all saw NC State beat Virginia Tech. Utah beat Washington State this week. By the way, we have 25 straight games, straight days of football. So you're going to get a college football game like almost every day for 25 straight days, or NFL game. Notre Dame, Syracuse, Joe.
I'll stay at home. Notre Dame. Come on, pull it out.
Let me go with Syracuse. I like the way they played against Clemson last week. Ohio State, Penn State.
Ohio State easily all day. OHIO.
Ohio State. TCU, West Virginia.
Nephew, what up?
TC, West Virginia.
I got TCU.
If Pat White, TCU.
If Pat White isn't the quarterback, then I don't trust West Virginia.
Okay. Oklahoma State, Kansas State.
Oklahoma State.
We have Cincinnati, UCF.
I'm going Cincinnati.
We got Oregon, California.
Oregon.
And I got Cincinnati too. Oregon been on fire. They only got beat 42-3 to Georgia, but I think Georgia on a whole nother level of every team in the country. So
good call.
We got Wake Forest, Louisville.
Wake Forest.
I got Wake Forest too, even though that game scares me a little bit. Georgia, Florida, Georgia.
Scary game, but Georgia pulls it out. If the spread is like 2 or 3, you might want to go with Florida or anything over 3 or 4.
I think Georgia just dominant this year. I think they by far the best team, but we'll see. It's upset alert time. Illinois, Nebraska.
Tough one. I'm gonna just go with the Illini on the strength of my kinfolk, Melvin Bryant.
I'll go Illinois too. Nebraska didn't look that good last week. South Carolina, Missouri.
Missouri could fuck around and win. Then that's the funny part. We're gonna rock with the Gamecocks. We have some kinfolk that was cheerleaders for South Carolina. Let's just go with them this time.
I'm scared about that game, but I will go with South Carolina. Tennessee, Kentucky.
Man, that's gonna be a tough game, man. I think Kentucky might pull this shit out, man.
I think Tennessee just because they're at home.
I'm going with Kentucky just because I want them to beat the overdog for sure.
Arizona, USC.
USC. Even though Arizona, they've shown themselves to be a pretty good offensive team. They just be giving up, man. You know, you ever stay up on a Saturday night around 11:30, they be out there playing out west. Boy, that's some good football, man.
Chelsea, they don't play no defense.
They don't, but they be out there late as hell at night, and I'll be up there watching. That's why Reggie Bush was putting up 55 points a game.
Chelsea, they be 1 o'clock at night. They be out there. Michigan State. It's gonna always be a tough one.
We're gonna get because that's like we were talking about earlier in the show. Is that those rivals that happens. So with that being said, I'm going to go with Michigan, but Michigan State's going to play them tough.
I go with Michigan too. I think it's a game. Ole Miss, Texas A&M.
Oof. I'm going with Ole Miss, man, but it's going to be a good game, bro.
I'm so scared of this game because if Lane Kiffin decided to go for 4th down and when he up 20 points on LSU and decide to go on 4th and 10 on his side of the field and then lose the ball and then they score and then all of a sudden they get scored on 42 straight points and the score end up being 42-20. This game could go bad, Chuck. And that's how it happens.
It's
if
actually
you're up 20-0, why would you go for it on 4th down? And all you do punt. Lane Kiffin on your side of the field. That's Lane Kiffin for you. Pittsburgh, North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I think they're gonna win this.
I don't like this one either. I kind of want to give it to Pittsburgh. I'm gonna give it to Pittsburgh.
They having little receivers this year. UCLA, Stanford. Last game of the week.
UCLA and Stanford. What do we got? 5-1 and 3-4.
Yeah.
5-1 and 3-4. Stanford, good on. Man, UCLA is the weirdest team. Like, I never think of them as like a super duper offensive team. I always think of them as like average on all segments of like the game. UCLA is just average, and sometimes they get lucky. And in Stanford, we had the whole Andrew Luck thing, and then we had, some very good running backs come out of Stanford that was light skinned. I guess that's gonna be a difference for me. We're going with South Central LA. We're going to UCLA. I'm gonna go UCLA.
Yeah, I'm going UCLA.
I'm gonna be with the bougie ghetto girls.
Yeah,
and vote against them and vote against the Northern California folk.
Yeah, I'm going UCLA. I think that's what I'm going with, Joe. Any other news you want to talk about before we get out of here? It's almost an hour and 30.
Hey, man, shout out to anybody that pulled up today. Shout out to anybody that's going to pull up in the future. Shout out to anybody that pulled up yesterday. We appreciate y'all. UniQoWilliams.com. That's where you find me. Also, you know the deal. Overall 99 Media. That's the main channel. Zelmay, where can they find you?
You know where they can find me. In the link tree below, you can find me in the main channel, Overall 99. Anything Overall 99. You'll probably see me on Overall 99 Gaming and all the other stuff next week and doing all kind of different stuff, if you know what I mean.
And one more thing. This Baller Friday. Every Friday is Baller Friday. So we got wrestling and all this and sports entertainment news going on. And then after we get done with that, we're going to go into basketball, football, whatever's going on, World Series, whatever it is. But you know the deal. The main channel, Overall 99 Media, is going down. I holla.
Peace.
Friday Night Lights with Uniqo Williams.
This morning's devotion, I was reading about Moses, and God spoke to Moses in the desert. Where we at? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Who are these niggas?
By the way, before I go, shout out to Gladiators and my new PC I got that's coming soon. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Oh, yeah.